Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. It's your boy Easy DIY here with another video on how to install an Android Edge radio into 2011 Kia Sorento. If you're new, please kindly press the like button and subscribe to my channel. So let's get started. Now this is the stock Edge radio that came with the car, and like I said, this is a 2011 Kia Sorento EX, and I'm gonna show you on how to replace it with this Android head radio that I got. This is a 10.2-inch Android head radio sent to me by Roadanvi. I'm gonna leave a link in the description box and where to purchase. And since this is an aftermarket radio and I have to buy a dash kit frame for the car, this is just a regular 7-inch dash kit and that I'll be using. And this is the wiring harness. I already bought an aftermarket wiring harness to fit into a Kia Sorento, and I already make these connections. I have a link in my channel on how to do this. I was able to retain the factory steering wheel control with just this harness over here. I explain everything in that video. Go check out my channel. And this is the Metro 70-7303 that you need to buy, and that's all you're gonna need. So please check my video. And also I have an antenna. You're gonna need an antenna adapter to be able to retain the factory antenna of the car to the new radio. And also I bought a reverse camera. This is a high definition reverse camera that's gonna fit the license plate number. So to start, all you need to do is to remove the head of your gear. So I'm gonna turn the car on and put it in a neutral and engage my e-brake. So now we'll hold this firmly and pull it up. It's not screwed, you just have to hold it firmly and pull it with some strength. Just pull it up, it's gonna come out. As you can see, like I mentioned, there's no threading in there. It's not something you can screw. You just have to hold it firmly and pull up and it's gonna come out. So the next thing is to open this console at the bottom right here. They just hold together by plastic clips. You can just pull on both sides, either side, from inward outward. Don't be scared, you're not gonna break anything. Just pull it up and you can see it's coming up easily. They just hold together by plastic clips. And once you open this, there's gonna be a harness you're gonna disconnect right there. Just easily disconnect it and put it aside. Now the next thing is to be able to get to this bottom panel over here where you got the USB and the cigarette light. There's a hole at the bottom right there on both sides. So I'm gonna use something tiny like a panel remover just to get into those holes over here. You can see there's one right there, and there's gonna be the other one on the other side. So this is gonna be one of the difficult parts you need to get through. So you gotta stick something in there and use the other hand to pry around it. So I'm gonna need both of my hand. I'm gonna pull it up and then use another prying bar to pry around it so I can get it out. So finally I got it out. Like I said, it's not gonna be easy. This is gonna be one of the difficult tasks you have to do over here. You can see there's holes holding the tab in there, so you're just gonna pry around carefully not to break anything. So once that is done, I have to take 2 Phillips screw at the bottom right there. So once I take those Phillips screw out, I'm going to be able to remove the trim around the dash. So now that the screws has been taken out, now I'm gonna use my finger just to pull the trim around the dash out, and starting from the bottom, just pull gently. They're held together by plastic clips, and I'm gonna have to disconnect that harness so I can walk my way around the top, and they're all gonna come. It's just gonna come out like that. And there's another wire holding it. You don't need to disconnect that. Just pull that aside. Now we've exposed the climate control and radio. So there are 4 screws holding the climate control. They are Phillips screws. You have to take them out, and after that there are still other 4 screws holding the radio brackets, so that will get the radio out. So we'll start with the climate control one. So now I can take the climate control down a little bit. Without that, I cannot be able to get the radio out completely. So the next thing, I'll go ahead, take the screws around the radio out as well. Now the radio is completely out, and I'll just disconnect the wiring harness behind. Now I got everything out. You can see this is the harness I'm gonna be using for turning on the radio. So this is the new radio that I'm going to be putting into the car. This is a 10.2 inch Android Ed radio sent to me by Roadanvi, and this is the bracket I'm going to be placing in there to accommodate. That's a 7-inch bracket. So before I can be able to complete the installation, I have to take the screen out because the screen is bigger than the bracket, obviously. So I'll take the screen out, slide it out, and disconnect the screen from it. And with that, I can put the dash trim bracket, a regular 7-inch, and that will be able to fit the dash. So the next thing is for me to plug my wiring harness into the pigtail coming from the car. It's easy. Just find the one that fits and make sure they are secured in there firmly. So now that the harness are plugged in, we'll be plugging the harness right straight into the back of the new radio. It's just a standard 16-pin Android wiring harness, and also I'll be plugging the other wiring accessory that I'm going to be needed. This is the adapter for the antenna. Like I said, you're going to need that to be able to retain the factory antenna for the car and plug it into the new radio. At the bottom, I will be dropping my USB wires through at the bottom, and I will be taking that old USB slot out for me to use it. And so as you can see, I've put everything back. I dropped my USB stick over there, and I took that one out because I don't need it anymore. It creates room for me to be able to plug my phone in. So the next thing is just for me to plug in my screen now, and it's easy. Just plug the screen back and slide it down. That's one of the beautiful things I love about this radio. So now let's go ahead and start the car so we can test it. So you can see the radio came up really beautiful, and this is a 10.2 inch high definition. Dropping the link to purchase this, and you can see I'm testing the steering wheel control. It worked perfectly. For now, we move ahead with the installation of the reverse camera, and I'll be running my wire from the front of the car all the way to the back. I'll be taking the trunk panel down, and I'll be installing my reverse camera right there, and my wire will come through the top and go straight in there. And for me to be able to take out the panel, there are 10 limits of bolts that I'm going to take out, and some plastic clips right there, and you can see already taking them out. Then it's held together by plastic clips at the bottom as well, some on the side. So it's just pop, and this is where my wire will route through, and there's a Phillips screw right there, and the whole thing, there's some other bolts I'm going to be taking out right in there as well. There are 10mm bolts. I'm gonna get them out, and after that I'll be able to drop the panel. Like you can see, I've been able to drop it, and so there's still some 10mm nuts the back there that will give me access to be able to take the trim where I'll be placing the reverse camera. Now I've installed the reverse camera in there, but I route it through there. But one thing I just noticed is that the reverse wire coming in from the front of the radio is not enough with a route where the wires will go through, and there's nothing I can do than to just find another way to reroute my wire. And what I'll be doing is I'll be drilling the body of the car right there. I'll be drilling the body of the car closer to where the wire is long enough, and I'm gonna be using my drill bit, and this is the drill bit I'm gonna be using, and I have a rubber garment as well that's gonna help me to prevent water from getting into the drill area. So let me go ahead and just drill the body of the car. Now after drilling, you see how much hole I've been able to drill, and I'll put this through the hole I've drilled, and that helps me to reroute the wire directly closer to the length of my wire coming from the head unit. And you can see it's closer now, and I can easily link the wire coming from the front of the radio straight in there. This is my reverse light right here, which I'll be making the connection. So I'll just do all the connections now and show you. So the red wire here is the positive, and the black wire is the negative. So tap into those wires and run your connection right, and you're gonna have your reverse camera working beautifully. And then these are the connections I made, and let's go in the car and test it. Now, as you all can see, the installation is looking so beautiful. I'm gonna leave the link to purchase this radio in the description box. I'm ready to go, clean everywhere up, and if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. Thank you, and see you again sometime.